you coming. This is the Evening Social Podcast Sports Edition press conference. So we appreciate you coming today. Harmon is up first.
All right, Coach. You played a great game today. How did you keep or shoot? How was your game plan going into the game? How did you feel about it?
Well, we've got a pretty senior-laden team. We start 4 seniors and 1 junior, and these guys have been around the block a little bit, and they know coming into Washington is really tough. It's a tough environment. I've coached here 12 years at Harmon, and we've only won here once. So we've impressed on them that it's going to be a battle. It's a tough environment. When the crowd gets going, as you saw, we were up 20. And they start making some shots, and oh no, you get that crowd going, and who knows what can happen. But luckily for us, Washington kind of ran out of a little bit of time, and we had such a great first half that really spurred us to get the win tonight.
Coach Gonzales, congratulations on winning your 4th straight KCL championship. Congratulations. But you played 3 games. This is your 3rd game this week. How do you attest you guys still having the energy? Because you had an energy, 22 points in the first quarter, 22 points in the second quarter, that 44-point first half. That's a lot of energy after playing your 3rd game. And then you played last night. So this is a back-to-back. So how do you test the energy coming out for today?
I just got to take my hat off to our guys. They play hard. They just play so hard. And looking at this game on the schedule, the Hogan prep game we had last night was a makeup game. We had to move it from the previous week. And when they told us we were going to play on Thursday, I was like, oh man, it's going to give us 3 games in a week, and we got to play Hogan before we go to Washington. That's not ideal. But we just got tough kids. And the crazy thing about it is I only really play 6 guys. And so a lot of these guys play 28, 30 minutes a game. So it's just a testament to them, how hard they work in practice and how bad they really want to succeed in winning league. And we start over next week. It's a whole new season. Throw the records out, and we've got sub-state, and it'll be a tough go, but we're going to be hosting it, and we're just happy we won league, and we're going to put it in the rearview mirror and focus on sub-state.
All right, Coach. Again, like I said, you played a very good game. How was your guys' halftime speech to keep your guys motivated and going into that second half?
We told them, I think we were up 19 or 20 at half. I was a little worried about the long halftime with Washington senior night. So we just said, hey, when we get back out there, let's keep that same energy. Let's focus on the first 4 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Let's get stops. Don't let Washington back in the game. Because if you let them back in the game, we got a game on our hands. And we had a really good 3rd quarter to kind of keep that huge lead.
Hi, Coach. How do you think basketball has impacted your life so far?
Oh, man, I played high school basketball, and I was fortunate enough to play college basketball, and just had good coaches along the way. And, when you get old like me and you can't play anymore, you still want to be involved, whether you're a coach or whether you're an official. And I just love coaching these guys.
Coach, you move into sub-state, and you host that coming up Wednesday. How do you focus and make another run to state? Because you've had a good run getting to state last couple of years. So how do you focus now? Because it's 0-0. Mm-hmm. This is a whole new season. So how do you focus the team, guys, to go?
Yeah, we're only going to have 2 practices, Monday and Tuesday, and we'll get our opponent tomorrow morning. So we'll get film on them. Probably can't really change a lot of stuff, this late in the season. Kind of work in practice, just do some fundamental stuff, get a lot of shots up. Might put in some new inbounds plays, maybe some specials, because, teams we're going to play, they're going to scout us like we're going to scout them. So we might want to, fiddle some things here and there with our offense. But, we've won 16 out of our last 17 games, and our guys have a lot of confidence. They can be a little cocky at times. But I like that as a coach, I like them having a hard edge like that. I'd rather it be like that than on the other side. So we're gonna battle, and our guys are gonna lay it all out on the court, and what happens, happens.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Good win tonight, and good luck going moving to sub-state.
Okay, thank you. And I want to thank you guys for this. This is a tremendous experience for our players and everything. I'm glad you guys put something on like this. Appreciate it, and the students too. That's awesome.
Thank you. We're back with the Evening Social Podcast Sports Edition press conference. with Harmon players Eddie King and Jamarrion Evans.
Hi guys, great win out here today. I just wanted to know, how do you feel about this win?
It's great.
It's a big step. Just got to take it one game at a time. Everything can be over tomorrow. You never know.
All right, Eddie, I want to start with you. How did you played a very good game. You stayed consistent the whole game. How is your mindset keep you consistent?
Well, I just try to block everything out. And I noticed like they wasn't crashing, so I crashed more because I seen nobody else was crashing. So I'm gonna go crash before anybody else get there.
Eddie, you said crashing, so I know you're talking about the board, so I gotta say unofficially, you had a double-double tonight, 18 points, 10 rebounds. Why do you test that? What made you decide to go rebound so effectively?
I'd say, like we be doing at practice, we work on boxing out drills, so that helps a lot. And I'm basically half of the time on the court, I'm the biggest guy, even though I'm really small as compared to outside of our league. So if I know I'm the biggest guy, I'm gonna go crash every time, just to help us get opportunities like fast break, and I'm gonna look ahead, see if anybody open.
How has basketball impacted both of you guys' lives?
It impacted a lot.
That's all you have to say? I mean, it impacted a lot on me. Like when I was younger, I was a bad kid when I was younger, so I get into a lot of trouble. But then as I grew older, I didn't want to do none of that, so I got in the gym. And my family based on basketball, so a couple of my brothers came from Harmon and my cousins. Probably know some of them. That's all I got.
All right, Eddie, I got one more question for you. You had 10 rebounds. I mean, that's a lot of rebounds for a guard. How did you stay consistent in the paint to grab them rebounds?
I mean, they little boys. Big boy. You see me?
I feel bad for coaching the corner.
All right, Jamarrion, this is for you. You had 19 points, led your team in scoring tonight. And usually, man, you were more on the defensive end, but tonight you were real excited. Got a dunk in the game. Just give me why you were more into the scoring tonight, because you used the heart and soul and defensive player.
I had to. It was in our stuff. It was like a good game in the beginning, but it wasn't. And then I seen nobody else wanted to score, so I had to go do it.
Okay.
I have 2 for Jamarrion. All right, Jamarrion, I have my first question for you. You played a great first half. What kept your mindset going into the second half to continue that on?
I just gotta stay focused and locked in. Game ain't over until the buzzer go off. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I got one more question for the both of you. If you could play with one famous basketball player, dead or alive, who would it be?
Pat Mahomes.
Oh, you play baseball?
So baseball. I played the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan,
I'll play with LeBron.
and Kobe.
Okay. Jamarrion, another question for you. So as you guys are moving in, you host Substate. So what's got to be the focus? Because I know the last couple of years things didn't go as Harmon planned. So what is the focus to move you guys deep into getting to the state tournament and then possible championship as you move into Substate?
You can't be too cocky. You gotta stay focused, lock in, hold some D. You gotta have a better second half. As you can see, they came back from a 21-point lead, so we gotta lock in the second half and do better.
All right, Jamarrion, I got one more question for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you fouled out in the fourth quarter with like 5 minutes left? But you did play a very good game up to that point. What kept you just in focus, not just from your mindset, but just staying on the court? What kept you from getting very upset after you fouling out?
Because I knew my brothers had it. It's another game without me. They already played some games without me, and they did what they had to do. So this ain't nothing new. Just got to stay focused and cheer them on.
All right, fellas. Thank you very much. Great win tonight. We appreciate you participating, and good luck as you move forward.
Appreciate it.
Going on.
Appreciate
Thank
y'all
you.
too.
Good evening, Coach Greg, appreciate you being here. This is the Evening Social Podcast, Sports Edition, press conference after the game tonight. I appreciate you participating.
All right, Coach Gray. I have a question for you. How was LeBron's 3 fouls in the first half? How did it impact that first half going through?
Yeah, that was definitely a big factor there. So LeBron picked up his second foul, and Trayvon picked up his second foul in a pretty close time to each other. And I thought that Harmon really sensed the weakness in that moment. We made a couple of subs, and they made us pay with a quick 6-0 run. So that was definitely a big part of that first half, where I felt like we lost control for a second.
Coach, I noticed it looked like the energy level was kind of down in the second quarter, only scoring 9 points in that second quarter. Does it have anything to do with being senior night and the guys kind of being family there?
It could have something to do with that. I think that really we were just kind of trying to get a rhythm, defensively especially, and then having to get a couple of subs in and move things around with that foul trouble. And it made us a little bit timid to play, I think the way that we wanted to play on defense. And so we really missed some rotations as well behind that. So I think that our defense just kind of got thrown out of sorts in the second quarter, and we let that affect our offense as well.
I want to say great playing, great game. How do you plan to keep moving forward after tonight's game?
So we're looking at moving forward from really that second half and that fourth quarter especially. We've had a bit of a bad habit this year of really turning it on late in the game to where if we would have started that speed, then we wouldn't have had to have a hole to dig out from. We'd be playing from ahead. So we've been a bit of a fourth quarter team, and we're trying to become a first quarter team here. So build off this momentum into the next game in Sub-State.
All right, Coach Gray, I have one more question for you. How did you address the turnovers and missed 3 free throws going into the halftime meeting?
So the turnovers we talked about just have to move a little more. We were getting really stagnant on offense, weren't exactly running our stuff, getting a little bit impatient. So I think that allowed them to really see what we were doing and predict what we were doing to lead to some turnovers. And then free throws have been a bit of a problem for us all year. We've had a couple of good games with them, but that was another factor tonight that it was tough for us.
Coach, as you guys move it over, we know the season is not over. It's a new season starting.
Mm-hmm.
So as we're starting this new season, what's got to be the focus? Because, short memory's got to be what happens in sports, especially moving into the playoffs.
Yeah.
So what is the focus?
Absolutely. We're 0-0 now. The focus is going to continue to be playing that pressure defense that we played at the end and the way that we rotated over and helped out each other. We really played 5 guys all together on defense for the first time in a couple games, really. So I thought that the way we played defense, if we can continue that over on to next Tuesday, we've got a really good chance of moving on to Friday.
Okay, Coach, we appreciate you. Good luck moving forward.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Good evening. Appreciate you guys being here. This is the Evening Social Podcast Sports Edition of the press conference. It's a Connecting the Dots, our Interns program. So we appreciate you guys participating in this. We have Xavius Kirkwood and Trayvon Foster.
All right, Xavius, I got a question for you, man. You were making plays in the beginning of the game, and especially a lot in the end. You had 18 points. What kept you going in that last stretch of the fourth quarter?
All right.
So after a couple of shots, my confidence built up, and I just took my time, and I just thought about the game and everything.
All right, got a question for you, Xavius. You're a freshman, and you played some big minutes, and you're the second leading scorer tonight for your team. It took you guys a while to get started. Why do you think that was?
Well, because they had a big stretch, and they was really doing us bad in the first half, and we just all got down. When we came in the locker room and we talked about it, though, so we tried to come out and change it, and we made it. We cut the scores a little bit shorter. So, yeah.
I want to ask a quick question. What inspired you guys to play basketball, and how do you see basketball impacting your future?
Well, it's like I didn't even play basketball until I was like like the fifth grade because my brothers played and they was good. And the dude walked in the house and he gave them some money for playing basketball, and he didn't give me none. And I was I felt some type of way about that. So then that inspired me to play basketball so somebody could give me money one day.
What inspired me to play basketball was Kobe Bryant. When I was younger, I would watch his highlights. That's why I wear number 24. I like to represent him.
All right, Xavius, I got one more question for you. You're a freshman. You scored 18 points. How do you feel about moving forward for your next 3 years of high school playing basketball?
Well, I feel great. It only starts getting better from here. I'm gonna keep putting the work in, keep getting better every day. And I just look up, and I just look up to my teammates, and I follow what they do.
My question is for you, Trayvon. You were the game's leading scorer tonight with 28 points. Good play. Take me through a little bit of stretch because it took a while for you guys to get scored. It took a while for you kind of get scored. So talk to me. What was the slow start? Why is that?
It was lack of energy. Nobody came out there with enough energy to match theirs. They a team that they like to get in people's head and they bring a lot of energy. So they came out. You know, we was keeping up a little bit, but after they punched us in the mouth a little bit, everybody's energy started going down. Like you said, in the second quarter, we had a rough start. We were just trying to come together and find some energy to play together.
All right, Trayvon. You started out pretty slow. To be honest with you, you really did. But that second half, you blew up. I mean, what kept you consistent? You had 28 points. What kept you in that mindset?
I was just trying to find a rhythm for everybody to come together and get some energy. Everybody just fell down from how we was down 22 coming out of halftime. So I was just trying to come out and help everybody find their role of impacting the game. If it's not on offense, then try to impact on defense.
Trayvon, I was going to ask you about this is a mindset question. You're a senior. This is possibly the last home game that you play. You're moving into a sub-state. Coach talked about building off the last two quarters because you guys had good tours, good energy. You end up getting 2 dunks second half, alley-oop and a dunk. How do you build on this? That's the key. You're a senior, you're a leader of this team. How do you build on this moving into sub-state?
Practice. When we go to practice, we got to bring a lot of energy. Like tonight, we got to bring the same energy that we played with the second half. Like everybody was diving on the floor, going for loose balls. In the first half, that wasn't happening. So when we go to practice, we got to push each other more because everybody gonna play better now that we in sub-state. Everybody gonna play harder than it was during the regular season because it's win or go home.
One more question. You mentioned that you didn't play. Your brothers played before. Now you're coming up as a senior, man. Your brothers are playing a high-level basketball. How does that push you to want to either achieve more or to play harder?
I want to achieve more because my older brother Tyon, he went to KU, coming from a JUCO, and now he had the ball, and I look up to him, and I push myself to be better than him. I know if I push myself to be better than him, I feel like he's one of like the best players I ever watched. So if I'm better than him, I know the dream that I want it can come true.
I got one more question. All right, Trayvon, I got one more question for you. You were playing with a lot of heart during this whole game, from start to finish. Who were you playing for, or what were you playing for during this game?
I was playing for everybody that came out to watch us, even my teammates, because everybody that came out to watch us play, they didn't come to watch us lose by 20 or 30. So I came out, everybody family was there. I just wanted to play for them, coming out and watching us play.
Okay, fellas. We appreciate you coming. Thank you for this evening, and good luck moving forward to sub-state.
Thank you.
Copy, too.